Here we are again
Thanks for stopping by.
to listen to that old wanker. I mean, what? Sorry.
No, to listen to that wanker and that old annoying guy.
I know we need to get that changed. Booms is on it as well. I just need to send him the file of what we've decided on, which I believe is asshole.
Then you got the woman in the back whose head kind of phases in and out depending on which way she's sitting.
The phasey girlfriend.
Yeah,
I am, in fact, Doctor Who, and this room is the TARDIS.
no kidding?
Kidding. Sorry.
Which version are you, Tom Baker?
If I was any, I probably would be.
Yeah, that was my version. I had to watch it on black and white TV.
Sebastian
Bach?
Is it Bach?
No, that's the guy from Skid Row.
It's definitely not him then. No, it's not him.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I decided before the show started, when they do finally do the biopic of our show, because somebody will make a full-length movie out of this, it'll be called Here We Are Again.
Grail. Sorry.
What?
Sebastian Grail. Sorry.
As in Holy Grail?
I ignored you completely. I could.
I'm going to remind you again. It says Craig and Tizz. That doesn't mean you ignore me.
This is exactly what you yell at me for doing. Just so you know.
No, because you're on your phone.
If I gotta start being that
Don't
guy,
start that argument again, you knobhead. Anyway, sorry. I needed to shout at our producer. She's getting out of line.
Okay, I have some complaints.
What? You as well, for fuck's sake. Right, what's that?
My name comes first. Hey, look, man. It says tagged up in the left corner. Now, last time I checked, this is not Sunday, and I sure as hell ain't ALC. I got better looking hair. Oh, she's coming for me now. You just went dead, Tizz. What? Did she shut you off?
I don't know why.
Yes.
Am I back now? Can you hear me?
No, not okay. Now you're gone again.
No, fuck. Okay, how about there we go. Sorted. Right. Fuck's sake.
Did you trip on the cord?
I don't know what happened there, honestly.
That's too bad because she was probably cursing me out and I couldn't hear a goddamn thing she said.
I was about to say something really funny and it's gone now. I was going to say, I need to make you a tick list because if I have to press all the buttons, you have to be the guy that says, it's almost like, Apollo 1. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Have you streaming settings? Check.
Right.
One stream branding. Check.
Right. Check. Look, I have a checklist. My checklist is only good for the hot picks. As you play music, I cross them off of the hot list and I know where we are.
The hot list, indeed.
The hot picks list, baby.
I cross them off the hot list.
I cross them off the hot list, You're going to the Minnesota thing? I cross them off the hot list,
What? No.
Okay. Play some more XRP radio.
If we're talking accent of the month, definitely is Sweden, because anything that is Swedish, is spelled how you expect them to say it. So I've been doing the picks a lot, right?
Right.
Well, for most of the world, they're called fuse beads.
Right.
For the American branded name is Perlers, right?
Right.
Do you want to know what Swedish people call it?
Yeah, tell me.
Blugeperlen.
Blugeperlen?
Blugeperlen.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they've got a nugget bar and chocolate and whatever, and they call it Dubenugen.
Dubenugen. The best part is the only Swedish I really know is the Swedish chef from the Muppets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's real Swedish.
They've also got a little chocolate bar because those stupid fucking, and it's a rip-off really, but those snack furs, but you get each month you get a box of snacks from a different country.
Right.
Yeah, so we've been doing that on this weirdly. After I started laughing about Blugeperlen, 2 days later, this month's Snackverse box comes through, and it's Sweden.
Really?
Yeah. So we got a little chocolate bar called a Ploop.
A Ploop.
A
You ever,
bloop.
you ever
Oh,
get any
so
candy
good.
bars
So
from like? You get any candy bars from like Zambia?
No, we've done Bulgaria,
Norway, Sweden, Finland.
Czech Republic.
We didn't do Norway.
We didn't do Norway.
We did Bulgaria,
Yeah,
Sweden,
Sweden,
Czech Republic,
Czech Republic.
and I thought we did Finland. Where's Cass live? We did whatever country.
Oh, Netherlands. That was it.
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
The reason I ask is that I would think if they sent you chocolate like from Africa, it would melt.
I mean, I presume it comes from a warehouse somewhere. I mean, right, what I'm going to be honest with you, right? It's been fun. The whole situation's been fun. How much is it a month ish?
21
It's about £21, and you probably got 21 items.
Yeah.
Right?
2 sodas.
And you'll get a
that's
couple
fair.
of drinks, packets of crisps, bags of sweets. Some of them are big, some of them are like with the ploops were little tiny, little tiny 2 square chocolate bars, fun size jobbies, yeah. And so like and the quality of this stuff, like after sending Cass a picture of our Netherlands one, and he was like it's like what in each country are like the classic sweets. So I think in America, like a classic sweet would be like a Charleston Chew.
Yeah, or Milky Way
like a
or
Hershey
something like that.
Or, it's that quality of. So it's the kind of stuff that you'd pick up in like the dollar store or the pound shop here.
So it's the mass-produced stuff, not the gourmet chocolate.
It's well not gourmet, but it's like you've got like in England you've got like the gourmet stuff like Lindt chocolate and hotel chocolate and Thornton's, and then you've got the step down which is like the branded stuff, so Mars bars, Snickers, Maltesers, and then you've got like the cheaper made unbranded kind of stuff.
Right.
And this is the cheaper made unbranded kind of stuff for each country.
So it's not as exotic as one would think.
Yeah, but it's been fun.
Okay.
What's been fun is I guess they're not like so if you get a bag of crisps, it's not the Walkers or the Lay's branded version of crisps. It's
sure.
the cheaper, lesser group, I guess. But the like flavors of each country. So we found out like Czech Republic, they love the garlic. There lots of garlicky taste.
I like garlic. That'd be good.
And like they'll do similar things. Like you'll pick up a bag of crisps that, to all intents and purposes, are sour cream and chive.
Okay.
And then you eat them, and it's like it's still sour cream and chives, but it's not what you expected to pick up if you were in your own country. You know what I mean? It's slightly different variation on it. Like even if you had a packet of like ready salted Lay's crisps here, and you had a packet of ready salted Lay's crisps from the Czech Republic, there would be some subtle nuancy differences between them.
Yeah, I mean that kind of stuff is very regional as well. I mean, our first trips here in the States, we went down like to Virginia and stuff. In the southern states, they have crisps that are really cool. They have a brand called Utz, UTZ. I'm not sure if Catherine had them by her house, but they don't have them that much up here in the Minnesota. We don't get them, but they had like this one that was nothing but dark russet potatoes. It's like every chip was like curled and like darkish, more and really crispy, like a kettle cooked chip. Oh God, they were just wonderful. But you don't really see them up here too often. But Don more souther from us see them.
No, here's one of the Swedish bag of crisps.
Oh, okay. What does that say? Grill?
It just says grill. I forget what flavor these were meant to be.
They taste like your grill.
The fun thing is you can't just look at the back as well, because yes, it is in Swedish.
Yeah.
And they're usually like for this kind of thing, usually you go into a shop or a supermarket and they're dated for like 5 years time, whereas these are always dated for tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Do you guys do you go over there? Do you guys have the little shops that sell the Japanese food? Japanese Kit Kats and potato chips?
Not so much. It's become kind of so. A lot of stores here are big on like the American, typically the over flavored stuff. So like hyper sour stuff. Takis chips, potato chips, corn chips. Those. It's super hot, because in the UK specifically and in the States, so I've heard, like extreme flavoring is like a challenge in schools. Like it's always go for the sourest thing or the hottest thing or the that
Yep,
kind
never-
of stuff. So
Yeah.
you go into stores and you've got like nerds, but you got like the hyper sour nerds. You've got Sour Patch Kids, but they're like the extra sour watermelon ones.
Yeah.
And then alongside those in a lot of these little stores now, and you're talking literally like your convenience store down the road, corner shop style store, I guess. And they'll have an arrangement of American stuff, and now they're starting to slowly have the weird Chinese Kit Kats and stuff. We do have kind of the big, so in almost every large city, there's one or two big, I guess you'd call them sweetie emporiums.
Yeah, we have that.
Like in Edinburgh, there's a big Sweet Kingdom, and it's like walking into Willy Wonka's factory. It's fucking, the size of it is unbelievable, and it's got all of that stuff. What I would say is, if you go into one of those, everything is 3 or 4 times the price.
Oh yeah,
it would even be in like an import supermarket.
Yep. Yeah, we have a couple of those here at the Mall of America. Like there's a store called It's Just Sugar or something like that. It's all it is just that candy stuff.
But we went into our first, and we thought it was a Chinese place, but it was actually Thai, wasn't it?
It was Oriental of some kind, but I was excited because I finally got egg roll wrappers.
Egg roll wrappers, yeah. We went in for a few reasons, and we ended up coming out with prawn crackers for deep frying.
Which I don't think he'll know.
No, I don't.
It's such a popular China thing.
It's not. I've only had it one time in the States at a Chinese restaurant. Sometimes you'll get them. If you ever get, they look like little Listen, this is going to sound horrific.
It does.
They look like somebody took a communion wafer and styrofoamized it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what they
That sounds bizarre.
They're so good.
Yeah. The only way to explain it would be to show you one, I think.
Well, it's funny. My experience with Chinese food over
Catherine
here is
don't
like
need an excuse. Sorry.
the Chinese buffet I go to actually offers mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, so this is a
Yeah.
big thing in the UK as well. So there's lots of big Chinese buffets that have got like they're really big on having a massive arrangement. So you're talking black bean, like everything. I'm not even going to list Chinese foods. They've got everything else, but one whole aisle will just be what they call European food, right?
Right.
Every Chinese and Indian takeaway place here. In fact, let's see, because I have a menu just here, weirdly enough.
Oh, cool. Okay.
This wasn't pre-set up. We weren't intending to talk about this.
No, not really. We're kind of winging it.
European. Where's the European dishes? Fuck, why can't I find European dishes? European dishes in the UK are a grilled, fair play, grilled sirloin. This is a bit upper class, to be fair. We've got a grilled sirloin steak, fair play.
That's good.
I wouldn't say this is very European, but fried king prawn in batter. All these include chips.
Okay.
A roast chicken breast and gravy, and a chicken Maryland, which I always forget what it is. What a chicken Maryland is.
Well,
But
sounds good.
the main thing that they always do is omelets. A whole list of omelets.
What? Really?
They always do. Indian, Chinese, anything that is from the East.
Yeah.
If they do a takeaway, they always do a range of omelets. And there will always be English omelet, which I never know what it is, ham omelet, and Spanish omelet. And then there'll be a few other ones: mushroom, tomato, and onion, cheese, plain, or chicken. But there is always English and Spanish omelet in there, which is weird.
That is
Always
strange.
omelets, always guaranteed omelets.
It's so funny 'cause-
That's the same with buffets. You'll go to a buffet and you'll have everything there. Then there'll be this just weird arrangement: omelets, chicken nuggets, chips, and like cheap cheese and tomato pizza.
that must be every Chinese buffet in the world, because over here we have the same thing. Like our son Jacob is famous for, we go to the, like I said, he gets the Chinese buffet. He gets potatoes and gravy and onion rings. I doubt onion rings is a big Chinese thing, but they have them.
That's her child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her child too. Yeah,
But we get takeaway. We get takeaway, and we'll have a shrimp fried rice and smash the whole thing. But we go in. See, this is the thing. I was turning around to my parents the other day because they were comparing Miles to my brother's kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
My brother's. That's why I said today. My brother's kids will eat anything, and they'll pick anything as well. Like they'll pick up a menu and pick the most obscure thing just to give it a go.
Right.
Right, miles now. You'll put anything in front of him, and he'll devour that. He almost most of the time he doesn't even ask what's in it. He'll just taste it and he'll devour it. But you could take him into the fanciest restaurant in the world, and if there was a cheeseburger or a pepperoni pizza on the menu, he would pick those, guaranteed. He would pick one of those two.
Yeah, that's pretty kid-like or kiddish, I suppose. I mean, I'm freaking 68. I'm still eating like a kid. I mean, like my wife always makes fun of me because like when I have dinner right on my plate, I have to eat things in sequence. You start with the potatoes.
My mom does that, and she does that.
And then the meat. I don't dare mix any food together on the fork. It's all separate in order.
Yeah, she's so much where you can't have things touching each other.
Yes.
Yeah, don't yes that.
What? I can yes that.
That's not something to yes about. See, for me, I will generally, as a vague overall concept, eat things in my least favorite order, so I finish on the best thing.
That's what I do.
Right, but like if I have like one of my favorite things to have when I'm out is a mixed grill. A British mixed grill is an 8-ounce beef steak, an 8-ounce chicken steak, an 8-ounce gammon steak, a sausage, onion rings, chips, and peas. As a typically, there may be a few changes, but that's what it is.
Yep,
it's one of my favorite things to eat. Now I will eat generally leaving the steak till last and eat all the vegetable and potatoes first.
That's me, man.
However, I also know, so quite often you'll have an egg. An egg, gammon, and mustard is a thing, so I eat the egg and the gammon together.
Okay.
And then sometimes I want a bit of the beef in the mustard, so I'll eat a bit of the beef in the mustard and have some peas, and then it's beef, mustard, and peas in one mouthful.
Nah, no, mustard, no way. Ick, no good.
Well, if you don't like it, that's fair enough. But like this last thing on my plate will still be steak, and that will be the last thing that I finish to leave that flavor in my mouth for the longest.
Yeah, for sure.
However, I'm not that regimented. I won't like my mom will, and my mom's a bit strange actually because she's super old school, so she almost eats like the war still happens. So like on a Sunday dinner, right? It was very typical. And even when I was young as well, one of the things you did was you left your meat because your meat was your supper.
Okay.
So you'd eat all your food. So you'd eat all the vegetables first and then the potatoes, and then you'd eat a little bit of meat. And if you ate all your meat, that's you for the day. But if you left your meat, that would go on a sandwich for later or a roll for later, and that'll be your supper.
Wow.
And then after that, we talk in pudding was a slice of bread with butter and sugar sprinkled on it. That was pudding.
Okay. Sounds old school for sure.
This is how old school my dad was. Like at one point, the front door of my dad's house was the frame of a front door with tarpaulin spread over it. And
they meant well.
And a padlock, like a garden padlock to keep it closed.
Okay.
And before that, I think it was when my dad was super young. At one point, that was like one pair of shoes, and whoever got the pair of the shoes that day was the one that got to go to school, kind of thing.
Wow, like shoe lottery.
Yeah. Free kids, and only one could go to school a day because we had one pair of shoes to go to. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I like old school behavior.
That's old school.
Super old school.
I just had a flash of brilliance, I think we should make t-shirts that say, yeah, but what's that got to do with rock and roll?
That's a very good point.
Because you and I will start talking about something that has nothing to do with music whatsoever. And in the back of my mind, I'll go, yeah, but what does that got to do with rock and roll? That should be our tagline, I think.
I mean, it almost goes as well with no, it's not working. Jesus Christ!
What was that? Was that like 85 dB? What? Huh?
I didn't stop.
Let's not push that button again, shall we?
Fucking hell!
I surrender.
Can we play the first track, please, Craig?
Yes, this is Caligula's Breakfast from Slow Cooked Goose.
I beseech you.
Fuck! I don't know what happened.
Protest with it.
Oh, man. Engine alert. Deafening alert.
Fuck!
Well, that woke me up.
Shit, we spoke for half an hour. I keep forgetting this show starts half an hour later.
We haven't even got on the topic yet.
I was like, I just saw it's 4 minutes till the top of the hour, and I was like, what's the...
No shit, I'm going to go to Custom Ink and make a shirt that says, what's that got to do with rock and roll? And just point to it every show. Oh, man. Well, so far, I'm entertained.
I wasn't expecting it to be incredibly well attended today, so I kind of gave up giving a shit. I have got some information regarding like how a lot of awards do their nominations processes and stuff. If we get into that conversation,
I don't care about any of that. I just
you're the one that came up with the fucking topic. You
it wasn't my topic. My topic was how come when I watched the Grammys, here's like 6 new artists I've never heard of. Right? And here's Cat's Eye and something else and somebody else, a chick with a piano. And then who the fuck are these people? And who decides that they get to be nominated for the new art? And I've never heard of any of them. You know, and they all sound the same to me.
Yeah, so who gets to decide? So I went with that who gets to decide, and I found out. Yeah. I found out that's the information that I have.
Well, in that case, we're fine then. Right on. It's not, we're okay. We're good. See, do
you listen to me anymore, Craig?
No, I never did. Why should I start now? It's been fucking, 14 years I haven't listened to you.
Oh, sometimes I think like you and Catherine in jinx to make me feel like I'm losing my mind.
We are the same person. She just looks better.
Yeah, jinx.
Jinx is a word?
Did I made it up. Cahoots is what I was looking for.
I like cahoots. That's what we're going to talk about this show is how come you English can't pronounce anything correctly?
We pronounce
aluminium and
right. Let me put this to you. Right.
Yeah.
English comes from England. England created. I don't care if I live there or not. Right? If I lived in America, I'd be saying the same fucking thing. England made the words and how they are spelled. It then went across the seas, and a lot of cuts were made. And you know what? I'm going to tell you about, once this break comes in, I'm going to tell you about one of my biggest annoyances with American shortening of words and slang, and it's her fault. And you know what it is? You fucking know what it is. It's the most fucking. Oh my god!
No, I told you what it was. You guys say oriented. No, you guys say orientated, and we say oriented. Like value-oriented food. What? You say value-orientated. There's no orientated. It's oriented.
No, I say oriented.
I thought you said orientated. Am I wrong? In that case, my mistake. I feel bad.
I say oriented. Anyway.
That's what it is. I thought the English always say orientated.
No. Right, that's the end of that track. Now I've got to have a problem with America because that was Caligula's Breakfast from Slow Cooked Goose. Right,
go ahead, sir.
So England and English, like a lot of the words that exist, such as aluminium, were. If we're going to use the English language and English dictionary, were put there by Oxford and Cambridge, submitted to the dictionary and approved. That's where the English language comes from. So if we're going to be arsy and be like, you're not speaking proper English, we've got to go for where it comes from, which is aluminium, right? Now, what I will say is America slang shortens words, and then they end up becoming almost dictionary definitions, right? Now, if you look in the majority of Oxford or Cambridge dictionaries and go to aluminium, even in America, the official spelling will still be aluminium.
Correct.
But That's not saying that so there's a difference between dictionary spelling and accepted spelling. And there are accepted spellings such as aluminum, right? And you know what? I'll give aluminum one thing. It's shorter. And there isn't another accepted spelling that's even shorter. I will give you that. The thing that fucked me up, gave me so much anger. In the UK,
laughing.
In the UK, there is something in the whole world. There is something that everybody has in their house, and that is a refrigerator. The accepted full spelling and saying of what the thing in the thing in your kitchen that cools down your thing. Now, in the UK, there is a second accepted spelling and slang of the refrigerator.
Yes.
Which is fridge, one syllable. We have shortened it from refrigerator.
Well, we do that.
No, you don't, because what you shorten it to is refrigerator. What is the fucking point of shortening it if you can't shorten it further?
I saw Craig's face. He does it too.
What is the fucking point?
I do.
Refrigerator. Either say refrigerator. If you just, what's the point in just taking the re? You're changing the word and in effect silencing what the object was made for. Refrigeration, not refrigeration. Refrigeration.
Sometimes it just refrigerates things for the first time.
It doesn't matter.
You do realize
because
the entire time you're ranting and raving. I'm
in the world, it's very rare that we have gone somewhere, killed our own meat, and then bought it back. I know there are places in the US, and don't try that one. I know people do that, but as a general thing, there are people. So even if we have gone to this, we have cooked something and then refrigerated it in your mind, all of the objects in that dish will have been refrigerated in the first place. Thus, still refrigeration, my friend. Yes. It is a refrigerator or a fridge, and everyone else can fuck off. The reason why it aggravates me so fucking much is because you can still shorten it to fridge. You could still say fridge. You've shortened a word and not gone all the way. And you know how many women in the world would be pissed off with that? Not going all the way.
You could just call it an F.
You could call it an F, and there are people in the world, I'm sure, that does. But like F is still one syllable. Like, there's no point in shortening to single letters because fridge F is still the same amount of effort.
That's correct.
So there's no point in shortening anything shorter than one syllable. There's no point in going down to a letter. But if you're going to shorten something, shorten it properly. Don't go, oh, it's a refrigerator. Oh, I can't be asked to say refrigerator. It's so long. I'll just say refrigerator. Like, it just aggravates me that is a mental thought. Like you could say refrigerator. You could say the proper word correct. Oh, hello, James Doyle and KP Futalainen. How you doing, everybody?
Hey, Tizz, do you watch TV or the telly or television?
Well, no. Right. So
take the bait. Come on.
No, I'm not taking this bait because television is the full word, yeah?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, TV, telly, both two syllables. It doesn't matter. TV, telly. Both two syllables. It doesn't matter. That's a personal choice. You have shortened it down as much as you can. You can't one syllable telly. It'll be tell, and tell could be telephone. Tell is already taken for. You cannot shorten it down. TV is the initials. It's an acronym. So you've given another option. You've got another option for TV, but it's still two syllables. You can't go shorter. It's not like people are saying televiz. That would annoy me.
That's what I'm doing now.
Or Elivision. You know what I mean? That would be aggra-fucking-vating, right?
Aggra-fucking-vating.
Because you've just taken one syllable off for no
Brand new
reason, and
word.
you can go for another syllable. Shit, I hate you. I don't know why I tell people things that annoy me. I don't understand why I do this to myself. I'm just going to say it. This annoys me. This annoys me, and everyone else is like, brilliant. That's me entertained for the next week. Fuckers.
You know, when you're done ranting, can I ask you a question?
Oh, are you just going to ask me a question?
Yes, a question. So why the extra U in color?
Because
Color.
It's not extra U. Right, I'm fed up of Americans saying this. Why did you keep adding U's? No, you can fuck off with this one as well. Right, Americans have said this to me so often. Why did you add a U to everything? No, we didn't. That's how we fucking spelled in the first place, you prick. You've taken the U away. I haven't added it on.
You know, you live in one of the few countries my president has not decided to declare war on yet. You better be lucky, buddy. You know, the forces could be putting off the coast right now, aimed at Scotland.
It's not a problem because President Trump is only going to come and invade Ing or the U.
Not Sko. You live in
Sko. Yeah, they're going to come. Sko Wal Eng.
And then you gave us the fucking King James Bible.
Right. I cannot defend that. I can't defend that one. Sorry, I can't defend that one. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was our fault. I'll take it on the nose. There's nothing that I can do about that one. Okay.
That got to do with rock and roll.
Should we have another track and should we get onto the actual topic?
Yeah, let's play a song.
Okay, then what's next?
Cool. This is Letters to Nowhere from Xander Parks.
Fuck you and your fucking refrigerators.
I'm happy I tuned into this.
It's such an instinctive thing. I think I've said it my whole life.
Yeah, I know.
That I don't even think about it. And every time
We just say the fridge.
I don't know why I'm doing it.
No, the thing that aggravates me more is like, and I know you don't do it on purpose, but it sounds like you're just trying to be annoying. Where I'll turn around and it's just a questioning in her own mind. But I'll turn around and go, "Oh, can you chuck this in the fridge for me?" And she'll go, "What, the refrigerator?" And I'm like, you're really correcting me on that. And she doesn't mean it in that way. She's not. It's just oh, what's the fridge? Oh, what the? So she's just confirming to me that it's the right thing that I'm on about. But
my family and my friends, we're all fridge people. That's what we call it. So. Anyway, well, that was a great 40 minutes of whatever that was.
40 minutes, fucking hell.
40 minutes of art. We're making art today, folks. You know,
Kat's been pulling up the. What's the podcast called? You should know podcast with fucking Payton and what's the other guy's name? Cam and Payton. And like all they do is sit down and just chat for like 2 hours straight, and they've got a few kind of preconceived topics, but like it's not really. Yeah, they'll eat a spicy chip together or something.
I got to ask James Doyle something. He's writing lyrics for February album writing month. Is that a thing? Should I be writing lyrics?
Did I tell you all about this last week?
Well, I didn't know there was a month.
Yeah, it's form. And the form, I told you all about it.
Yeah. I get old. I'm old. I forget.
There's a website for it.
Gotcha.
You should jump on it. It's only 4 days in. Jump on it. You'd love it.
I probably
James, give Craig the link for form.
Yeah, throw it in the chat.
FAWM February album writing
on. Wait, one of our vloggers that we watch on YouTube just came up with a video where she's getting ready for her day, and there's an acronym for that. I didn't know that. It's called GW with me. That's like getting ready with me or something. That's an acronym. I didn't know that. GWRM or something.
GRWM.
Yeah,
Get ready with me.
Get ready with me. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, I didn't know. That must be some of that hip.
Everything's a fucking slang at the moment. Skibbity toilet, Riz.
Talking about butchering the English language, you listen to a lot of rap, right? And like hip hop. I can't understand a thing of those guys. Those people don't speak English. Like, what the hell are you talking about, dude?
So,
know,
rap's all about phrasing and a lot about metaphor or simile.
Yeah.
So, if you're not sitting there and ready to listen to it, it's quite difficult. And
but I'm saying, just listening to two hip hop kids have a conversation amongst themselves.
Oh yes,
I got nothing, man. There's a lot of cuz, okay, cuz, bro.
But it's just like, I mean, I liken it to, I guess I'll slightly think about it like low income dialect. That sounds worse than it comes across, but like,
it really does. Low income.
I've been in Birmingham. Like, I haven't lived in rich areas ever in my life.
Right.
From Birmingham to London to Manchester to like everything's shortened. It's the laziest way to say stuff. But then it's into your local dialect. So in Manchester, they speak like these and they're quite nasal like this, like me. So they'll speak, if they're speaking quickly, they'll just speak really quick like this, and it's all really, and you don't have no idea what I'm saying. Really, speaking like that. And I know what I just said. I just said I don't know what I'm saying. I'm speaking like things, but it's all like nasal up in this register. Cockneys again. What? It's all like that.
Right.
You are listening to XRP Radio. We were just talking about local dialects in the background, and some people may accuse me of being in some way. I don't know if local dialect taking the piss out is racism. Like, if I go for them southern people down there that eat their barbecue, as long as they don't say anything about incest, I get away with it, but I fucked it there, didn't I?
As long as you keep that sheep in the barn, we're going to be okay.
You know, it's like as long as you don't say anything, do something in an Asian. If you do something in an Asian accent, you get away with it. But as soon as you start talking about maths, you fucked.
Wouldn't that be funny if people that live in southern England have southern accents? God, that'd be hilarious.
They have a southern English accent, though. They do. There is a southern English accent, but because you're speaking in southern now, I can't speak it. I can't speak it right now.
I think we'll listen to some Garth Brooks and have some haggis together while I polish up my kilt. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
You said haggis. That you couldn't get any more north than haggis.
Well, come on, man. I don't live there. What do I know? You know, now, I really feel bad because we're kind of slacking off here. There's people in the chat box actually reviewing that last song and giving, constructive.
It was a great piece of music.
Right? Yeah, and you and I are talking about haggis and southern accents. We should be actually in the game.
Come back in Sub Sunday. She's the wrong show for that.
Melodically, it reached me very well and deeply. Like, what? What's that got to do with Roy Clark? No, forget it. Anyway, should we talk about the topic? I could bring up the topic because I can tell you what I originally messaged you with.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, cool. Here's the deal, guys. I was watching the Grammy Awards with my family, like I tend to do every year because nothing else really on. And every year I make the same complaint that being an old guy and not one that listens to popular music, I have no idea who the hell any of these people are, especially like the new artists. Here's 6 of them. I've got no clue, and there's nothing to me that sounds like, like that makes them stand out. It all kind of sounds like the same. And, it's all this kind of pop rock, rap, hip hop hybrid crap. And they got the one chick on the piano with more of a ballad kind of soul thing. She was really good. I forgot her name as well. But I said to Tizz, who decides who gets the push? Now you've got a female singer. I'll correct myself. That probably like their backup singers have better vocal ability than they do. Right. But I want to know who decides to make the push and make you the big star. Then we're going to put the money into you and the hype behind you. And you're going to be the golden child. We're going to tap you when the people that play in your band probably have just as much ability as you do. Who makes those decisions? That's what I said to Tizz. Okay. I said that might be a good topic for our show.
So, do you want me to start off with the very straightforward clinical official answer?
Is there going to be a U in any of the words, like color?
I mean, I'm not going to go through every word that I may say and wonder if there's a U in it. I mean, right? Americans already invented yo to get rid of the U off end of you, so fuck
Yo?
everything, right?
Okay, what's your answer, sir?
So, with the majority of these world award ceremonies, mostly there is a membership side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So the Grammys are all from the Recording Academy,
Correct.
which is a membership group of people. If you go onto their website and click on membership, you can join. And you fill in some stuff. And it's quite simple, really. Recording the membership is community driven and peer reviewed annually. They have to have 2 fellow music professionals submit letters of recommendation on your behalf. Ensure both recommenders refer to the exact email address you plan to use for your membership. Technical thing. After the recommendations are submitted, you'll receive an email to complete your application. So a few more things. In the spring of each year, a peer review panel reviews all the submissions and selects the new membership class. And then approved candidates will receive an invitation by early July. New members will have until that year's Grammy Awards to vote for who they want to vote for. So that's how you become a member.
Okay.
Now, that's very clicky because it's by invite only on recommendation of 2 people that are already in the Grammys. You look at the audience to the Grammys and you know that there is a certain class of people there.
Right.
So you know that if me and you try and apply, we're not getting there. Right? So it's very clicky. So that's how the members then it goes to the actual Grammys. So the process begins with members of the Recording Academy and record companies, usually big ones, submitting entries, and they're screened for eligibility and category placement. So there's a lot of very specific things. There is recording quality. There are certain things regarding content. So obviously things like no terrorist or derogatory material as a rule.
Yep.
So it's all about picking out the creative and technical processes of the recording. Now, one thing the Grammys are sticking by, and this is in all their stuff, is so it has to be made by a human first, which is why people like the Gorillaz have never been invited. Even though I believe they did do a stage performance because they couldn't get invited, but they would have won if they could, if that makes sense. So that's a kind of good thing, but it's all very clicky. Like it's almost like what's the big film awards one?
Oh, the Oscars.
Oscars. There we go. Like, you know, you see the audience and you got Will Smith, and that's the only one that I can think of at the moment because he's the famous one from the last one. Anyway, so they do that. Recording members and record companies enter the recordings and the music videos released during the eligibility year, so it has to be within the previous year, and which they consider worthy of recognition in the Grammy Awards process. Then it goes for a screening process, and this is where it gets a little bit dicey because they have a group of 350 experts in their various fields, and they have to ensure that the entered recordings meet specific qualifications and have been have put in their correct categories. So is this really for jazz or pop, contemporary, etc.?
Right.
Now, they always say the purpose of screening is not to make technical judgments, but to make sure each entry is eligible and appropriate. However, that has come under a lot of scrutiny recently, i.e. clicky, control-y bullshit. Then it goes to loads of ballots. So there's a first round ballot sent to voting members in good due standing. That ensures the quality of the voting. Members are directed to vote in their area of expertise. So if you are a rock producer. So this is why you know it's very clicky and the membership's clicky, because they're not just saying, what do you like? Only vote in your area of expertise. If you are a producer, vote in the production categories. If you are a recording artist, vote in your, you know what I mean? If you're a guitarist, vote as a guitarist. They go up to 10 categories across the 3 genre fields, plus the 6 categories of the general field: record of the year, album of the year, song of the year, best new artist, producer of the year, non-classical, and songwriter of the year, non-classical. Ballots are then tabulated by independent accounting firm of Deloitte, apparently. I don't know.
Deloitte.
And then this is the extra weird thing. So they have special nominating committees, which have influence over all this. So there may be like the rock committee, and there could be like, so you've got your 350 judges, as it were, for your nomination categories. And then you have your committees that may overpower that even. Ballots are then tabulated by the independent accounting firm, what I just mentioned, Deloitte & Touche LLP. After vote tabulation, Grammy winners are announced at the Grammy Awards premiere and telecast ceremonies. The recording with the most votes in a category wins. They try and make it as simple as that. But this is the thing, like the Grammys, as you can tell from all of that, like it's got nothing to do with people.
No, apparently not. It's all numbers.
It's not what everyone likes in rock. It's what 350 people that this company have decided.
Yeah.
Now, when you've got a situation like that, and you see this a lot, I hate to point this out, but in what's going on with the Epstein files, there's a very clique that got their own clique involved.
Yeah.
And you see this in the Oscars, in all of them. Like, so 350 people that are members of the Recording Academy at a very high level that have only had 2 other people that are in the Recording Academy allow them to be in there, basically, yeah?
Yeah.
So all these people know each other. They're all the recording producers, probably work with the same distributors, work with the same session musicians, work with the same mastering agents, work with the same companies as a whole, right? So say you've got an like one of the obvious ones that came up, and I quite like her actually, but Billie Eilish.
Right.
Got picked up by a lot of, I'm pretty sure she's got Sony distribution at the moment, if not on a record label level. So you've got these people. You've probably one of the people in the Recording Academy was a mixing agent. One of the people. So when you've got such a clicky thing, you're going to bring in people from the same clique. It's an echo chamber. The problem is it's an echo chamber with money.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Do you want to add insult to injury?
What?
Deloitte, when you said that name, I remembered it. They are super fraudulent.
Oh, yeah.
Across the world. They've had so many lawsuits.
Yeah, Deloitte LLC were, I'm sure, part of the lawsuit from the big problem that they had in the Eurovision Song Contest regarding votes.
Yeah, I mean, like lots of AI and
No.
fraud. And
Yeah.
they handled unemployment claims during COVID in the States, and they were just full of fraud.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. We got some stuff from James Doyle in the chat box saying, I like the idea of rock producers selecting rock and pop producers selecting pop, actually. I agree to some point, but like I can't help when it's one of the problems that I have with governments, to be fair. What I don't understand is, like, say a big important thing like a change in healthcare comes up, right? Why if we vote for the government, why don't we vote for these things as well? Should we have a change in the gun laws? Let's put it to public. Let's not put it to the Senate. And it's the same with this. Like, these are Recording Academy awards, right? These are meant to be the best tracks on the planet. Shouldn't the whole world be picking what the most popular music on the planet is? You know what I mean? Like, what I always think in all these is there should be when governments come into power, they put their manifesto out and they'll say, we're the government that will do X, Y, and Z. Right. Same way. Instead of these being the people that vote for what's going on, right? They should be the people that go, this, in our opinion, are the top 10 rock tracks
Right.
at the moment for you to pick from. You don't have to pick these. You could pick anything else you wanted. But this track is great because it's fantastic use of compression. This track is great because it's a full band that didn't use any hidden secret. You know what I mean?
I do.
If it came from that area, I'd be like, sweet, cool. We've got a bit of fairness. But the fact that it is so clicky, I mean, 350 people in the whole world. And it's not just 350 people in the whole world, 350 people that most likely work together, know each other. They're going to pick artists that are in their remit. They're going to pick, even if it's not an artist they work with, they're going to pick the closest artist to someone that they do work with. You know what I mean? There's absolutely so many layers of bias when the membership, the people that are voting for, all have profitable businesses in that sector.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No matter who you are going to vote with some bias towards yourself. Even if you have nothing to do with any of the artists in the whole of the Grammy Awards, you're going to sit there and go, this is big on TV. I've got an artist that's really like her that we can bunny hop off this, or we've got a distribution contract with Sony. If they do better, we can distribute more. Or we've got a recording contract with Universal. If they win, they'll get some more money, which means their studio is going to be upgraded. At some level, no matter what you think, that membership will think selfishly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. You put quite a bit of research into this, apparently, about the Grammys thing. That's pretty cool.
Mate,
you know,
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I've put absolutely no research into it whatsoever. Everything that I've told you, as per usual, is my opinion based on what I have read off screen to you just now.
Okay. But, you know, it still doesn't answer my good job. It still doesn't answer my base question, which actually, there probably really isn't an answer for it. If I'm a producer, I'm a promoter, I'm a manager, I'm a record company, I'm an A&R guy. If they still have those, God knows. Two singers come into my room. They sing a song for me. Neither one of them really stands out vocally, right? Which one do I pick to give the push? Am I going by look? Am I going by intelligence? Am I going by how friendly she is? What's my criteria?
I think one of the biggest issues in the world nowadays is that situation would never happen, so I can't be hypothetical with it.
Not now.
Like,
not now.
like
well,
two girls walk into a studio, none of them are vocally, none of them have anything good going for them. Then you're going to go, get out of my studio. You know what I mean? Nowadays, you see it quite a lot where people are picked up from, I've said this over and over again, right? If you want to get famous in the industry now, you have to bring your personality with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's as simple as that. If your personality is prevalent, you've got a good group of band members. One of the best options, I keep saying this a million times, is Sepsis. They're fantastic. They're very good at what they do socially. They're always about, they have discussions with the whole band engage all the members of, and it works really well. But you have to put that personality out there. Now, if you can hold people's interest, that's what people are looking for. That's what record companies are looking for. If you can hold people's interest. Now, it doesn't have to be on social media. It doesn't have to be on your YouTube channel. It could be in a venue. But if you just stand on a stage and play 8 tunes and walk off, or you stand on the stage and introduce each track and walk off, that's it. If you can stand on the stage, throw that personality out there, say, we've got our merch here, we've got some wicked lighters, try one of our lighters. Second Cities do this stuff as well. Oh, check out our merch table at the back. Hey, everyone, we've got another gig next week. You can get tickets off us now. If you buy them now, they're £8, and it's only just down the road in Manchester, which is actually like 20 miles away. But like, if you can pull all of that and throw your personality out there, that's what gets noticed now. It's not really necessarily about the music. The second side is a record company's ability to judge how far you're willing to sell out, or if your conviction of not selling out is going to push you far enough. Could you see some of these bands out there that like the record company told us to do this, but we told them to fuck off and we just carried on, and that's fine. That attitude does do as well as just conforming, but you have to be kind of doubly as motivated as those that do conform.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
But it's way more about that with if you're going to compete with the big guys, and this is my thing. Like, I don't think we should all be competing at that level, because it's like opening a cafe down the road and saying you're going to make more profit than McDonald's. You're not.
No,
just fact. It's just fact. Like, so many people turn around and go, "This band's just as good as this band." And it's like, well, yeah, that cafe down the road's just as good as McDonald's. You've got to be realistic about the money you've got, the people behind you, and how you're going to push it forward. Now, some people can do that and climb the ladder slowly and they get somewhere, but you do have to have that personality. When I speak about personality, I'm not just on about being an influencer on Facebook. Like, it's not about that. You have to have in yourself that motivated personality to keep pushing yourself forward. If you don't have that, you're not going to get anywhere, no matter how much money you've got behind you or how much you feel like you're getting kicked back by Universal Studios or whatever. So people that have that mentality tend to be really good on social media and really good at doing the live feeds and the selfie videos and all that kind of stuff, because they are naturally that motivated, pushing person. The problem is these days is success in creativity is highly based on, unfortunately, what makes you a good frontman of a band.
Yeah, true.
Now, the more the rest of your group, if you are in a group, and like if you're just a solo artist and you're seeing a lot more success from solo artists now, then that's fine. If you're going to be a band that does it, then you have to be a group of people that fucking love each other and can portray that on the screen easily. Outside of that, you're kind of stuck. It's not like the old days where, you know, you had that early joy. I remember my first few bands where we were nervous as fuck on stage, but we played good tracks. So when we were on stage, we could just look at the floor, play good tracks, and people liked them. Whereas even at that early level, when we were doing those first few terribly paying gigs, we noticed there'd be a band that were shit in comparison, but they jumped about the stage, they had the confidence, and they kept getting invited back. And I turned around, I remember the Max Rock gigs, I turned around to the promoter and I was like, mate, they sound shit though, we sound so much better. And he's like, yeah, but they can work a crowd, they get more people in, they've got friends, they know how to sell tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They may be shit, but they can, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. There's no real way there's no other way you can talk about it. Unfortunately, you could be an absolute maestro. You hear these stories about kids that are fucking amazing violin players that hide in their house and you never know how good they are. If you're confident, and that's the other thing with maestros as well, because they tend to be shy. If you're confident as fuck, I remember a kid, he was called Dimitri in our school, and obviously with a name like Dimitri, he's a violin player. He had long ass hair right down his back, and he was an absolute virtuoso. He was amazing. He was so good. And when I first met him, he was very quiet, and I was like, "Bro, you're really good. You are so good. You are way better than anyone else in the school. Rock with it." And he started asking, like, "Oh, can I do a solo piece in the school summer concert?" And more and more. And then by the last time I saw him, he was like rocking out on the violin, like you see these YouTubers, like hair going everywhere, like rocking out, loving it. Big, massive stereo rock track on in the background. His violin cranked up and he smashed it, right? And I've seen him do better since then. It's that confidence. Now, I've seen violinists that are also way better than him. I've seen CBSO violinists that are of an astronomical quality, but you can never put them on stage with a rock band because they'd hide in a corner looking at the floor.
Yeah, or gazing at their shoes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that helps.
I went on a rant again, didn't I?
Yeah, but you were good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was fine. I really didn't have anything, great enlightenment to add to any of that. So I'm just kind of hanging back here going, I mean, really for me, I think you need to be comfortable where you are in the what's the word I want, the ranking order of music, I think. You know?
Internally, you should never over push your comfort zones. I would admit that.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say here is I see a lot of bands getting kind of disillusions, and personally, I somewhat feel it's due to yourself. Some people out there need to admit that they're not that kind of person. It's nothing to do with your talent or the quality of your compositions or your songwriting skills. And some people need to admit that they are a songwriter and could write for other people, but they shouldn't be on stage themselves.
Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah. Like
know what I mean?
Nashville. Nashville has a lot of that. A lot of people that write for other musicians, obviously, but never would get up on stage.
Yeah. So I think there needs to be some realism in people because, you know, the most direct way that I can say is the typical question that I get asked on a day-to-day basis. How do I get famous? And quite often I'll turn around and say these things to someone and go, yeah, but like, what's that got to do with how well I can play guitar? And I'm like, unfortunately, absolutely fucking nothing, mate.
Not a thing, man.
But it's not really about money or what your push is behind it anymore or how enthusiastic you are anymore. It is literally on, like, look at the Marty and Michael podcasts and reels, that stupid stuff, but these people are that charismatic that you will watch sitting them hit tennis balls at each other. You know what I mean? Because they've got that charisma behind it. Like, I was never like a jackass kind of guy. I never really understood just watching people hurt each other for fun. However, Marty and Michael, there's this pair of Australian no-hopers. They're in the same group of a lot of the similar styled YouTubers or influencers. And I started watching them and I was like, this is so stupid. But even today, I've watched a couple of their reels. Not because I'm like, I love people hitting each other, but I love the way that they laugh at each other and deal with it. The same way that I like that the podcast that I mentioned earlier with Cam and Peyton. It's like they talk about fucking nothing. They talk about what they did in McDonald's, but they've got that charisma between them that is very watchable. What I hope this show becomes one day.
Well, wait a minute. Now you're going to accuse us of having charisma?
No, but I mean, they're going to accuse you of picking the next track so I can go to the toilet.
Okay. The next song is called Broken by Cranberry Suit.
Boop, boop, going to the loot.
Okay, good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it all comes out okay.
One second.
Rock D.
When I hear the wind blow, it brings to mind the sound of your voice and all the time I let you slip away. And I feel as though my end is near. In time I wasted, I do fear will come to bring this man to tears. But there's nothing I can do, baby. Lord knows if I had you one more day, baby, one more day, everything would be okay now, baby. Truth is I'm broken now. Funny how the good times they seem to hide in the moments of time we don't notice as they slip by. When we finally look back and we see it's like waking from a crazy dream that we know can never be. But there's nothing I can do, baby.
Whoa. For those of you playing at home, I'm pretty sure this is a drop D tuning. Get your guitars out.
Prove it.
Ha! I'll grab one and down tune it for you.
You don't have, out of all those guitars, there isn't one to hand that's already dropped it.
Nope.
That's the point of having multiple guitars, to have one in all the different tunings ready to just grab.
Not, dude. No, it's all about tonal palette.
No, it's all about having the tunes ready.
That's what I am.
It might have come out of Icebox Studios. No, I'm not quite this retro. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Old retro, same thing. Isn't it?
When I hear the wind blow, it breaks.
Everything I do sounds like the. I ignored that. Thank you very much. Everything I do sounds like the Who.
Who?
Exactly. Remember them?
Who?
What?
The what?
Not a what? That was her first band.
Who, what, when, where, why? That was
Exactly.
Cranberry Suit with Broken, not Pokemon. Cranberry Suit may have played Pokemon, but then didn't play it.
You were going to call it Pokemon?
Apparently, my wife was anyway.
Yeah, interesting. I wasn't going to mention this today, but happy birthday to Alice Cooper. He's 82 and one of my biggest influences. Because everything I saw,
you weren't going to mention it.
Like why not?
You literally messaged me saying we need to make sure we mention it.
He's 82. That's great. My David Bowie track. Yeah, thanks, Wrecker. That's true. What the hell was that? Ronnie's band or Ronnie's song or... Yeah, that was my David Bowie song that I didn't know was a David Bowie song. You guys all told me it was one. That sounds like David Bowie. Remember?
Alice Cooper has been in a lot of British comedy shows in really weird places. He was in a show. He was in a show called Out of 10 Cats Do Countdown. Do you know Countdown? Do you have Countdown over there?
No, not a clue, man.
It's word and math puzzles with a host and two panels, in short.
He was on there.
He was on that, yeah. Both as a contestant in the celebrity one and as a celebrity dictionary corner person, and he started reading out poems.
Oh, that's funny.
But like, there was this weird period where he was on like loads of like, you know, you wouldn't at that time. He didn't, but you wouldn't have been surprised if he turned up on like Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah, I think he was on Hollywood Squares here too in the U.S. Or
there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's fame, man. You know that. Talk about fame. That's famous. He's playing golf with Groucho Marx and shit like that, and I was like, okay, Alice, you go, boy. Like,
you ever sit there and be like, how, is it how the mighty are fallen, or is it how the mighty just know how to take their money and keep it?
You know something, that's a topic I want to have someday. I don't know if we can make a whole show out of it, because I always go back to there are no bands anymore, I think, that rule the earth. You know, there's no more Led Zeppelins, there's no more Beatles, there's no more. Name anybody that was Led Zeppelins. You're not going to see that anymore because the business has changed. The way marketing is happening now has changed. Yes, it's not going to happen.
I don't know. I think the closest ones in my eyes at the moment are like the Metallica, Slipknot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like what happened to U2? U2 was everywhere. Now they're kind of like off the radar.
Everyone knows what happened to U2. U2 made that stupid fucking deal with Apple.
Oh, where we all got their album? Yeah.
Yeah, and no one could get rid of it, and people got pissed off with U2. That's what happened.
Well, that's fair.
That is literally what happened. There is, I'm sure that there is a documentary with Bono literally saying, "Fucking this has cursed our whole lives."
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, for guys like me, I mean, I'm so underground. If the underground has an underground, that's where my music is, like the sub basement. You know,
no, I'm saying. I think real music will now become the alternative, and the alternative will now become the underground as AI takes control. I think it's absolutely impossible to turn around and say to people, "Oh, you enjoy that?" No, listen to a real person doing something that you enjoy less. We're never going to be able to do that to the mainstream.
That's true.
We're never ever going to be. Oh, see that film that you've watched that you really enjoyed. Okay, try this one that was made by a group of kids using an iPhone. It's not going to happen. Fact, deal with it. I think I'm out of. Like when the UK government is in, I think I told you this last week, but the UK government has just brought out a free AI training program. You can go on the government website, and it's like it's not just a little bit of training. There are university level AI training courses for free to access by anybody that lives in the UK for free. You can just go on, put in your details, and you get a free universal level AI training course for you.
Yeah, it's so sad.
So it's here to stay. There's like I'm not even going to fight against it now. What my forefront in my mind is how we deal with it. It's like the self checkouts. You know, we left it too late. We didn't fight against the self checkouts. Now everyone loves self checkouts. Even the most socialist communist person on the planet will still go to a fucking self checkout when they see the massive queue on the trolley belts. End of story.
They're actually starting to close those here, actually, as the shoplifting goes up.
Yeah. I understand in certain places, I understand in certain places that can't afford. I mean, it's those places that have certain levels of, like, they've decided there's a staffing level. So there's, right in Glasgow, there's a Sainsbury's right next to the train station. And there's more security guards in there than there's staff.
That's actually kind of sad, really.
Yeah, but they've just gone the other way. It's like we don't need 8 staff but we can buy 2 security guards, and that's doing the same job.
Yeah, I get that.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, it's going to be Skynet eventually. We know that.
Well, it's all James. I had a quick look at this stuff from image manipulation and recognition through till like. The UK wants to train up the next generation to be savvy in analysis and recognition, it seems. So it's anything from music to image to data manipulation but it's it isn't just like it's a crazy training course, to be fair. Loads of people have smashed it off, but it's all inclusive university level training. It's really good. I hate to say it's so good, but it's the most underrated and best thing that the UK government have done recently, I think, in my personal opinion. It's very intuitive. It's very well done. I'm doing it myself, by the way, if you haven't guessed. And it's all encompassing, and it's at your own level. It's intuitive to how you want to learn. It's very much doable in your spare time. And honestly, I advise everyone on the planet to do it. If you can access it from outside the UK, take advantage. It's bloody brilliant. It's one of the best things that the UK government done. It's completely underused. I thought when they released it, it was going to be like bogged. Everyone was going to be doing it, so it would be unusable, if you know what I mean. Right. You can't text anyone on New Year's Day. You know what I mean? All the service
jammed up, right?
I thought it was going to be like that when they announced it, but no. Apparently it's hyper underused, and I'm like, fuck me. Happy days for me, but people need to get on this. Anyone out there, even if you're a no-hoper and you've got a phone in your pocket, and all you do is smoke weed all day, get your phone out of your pocket and do this course. You got nothing else better to do. You could end up being the smartest person in the UK doing it.
That's a good point. You got nothing else to do.
Get high, do this. If you get it wrong, who fucking cares?
There you go.
If you're that kind of no-hope, but I've been out of work for a couple of weeks now, and I've already watched everything on Netflix. So all you're doing is watching reruns at the moment. Fucking do that. Watch the reruns and do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, multitask.
Sorry. Yeah,
it's good. You're good. You're good.
I think it's I think a lot of like I am at that point now where like I don't like AI. I don't like AI creativity specifically, but it's here. So what I now need to do is learn it so I can combat it rather than sit there and just be like, nope. If I can use it in the correct vantage points and show people that it's see, this is the worst thing. If you can show people the tool side of it, people will use it as a tool. If you show people the day-to-day entertainment usage of it, it will become Skynet.
Yeah, right. Well, I think
because instead of learning, lastly, instead of learning things that it's meant to do or things that it could do, it's learning things about us. And that's when it's a problem. It's like this thing. I put up a post earlier today on Facebook. You're seeing these people that are like, I asked AI or I asked ChatGPT to make a caricature about me using everything that it already knows about me. And this is what it came up with. And some of them, like Jana's done one. Jana Machika.
Yeah, I saw her this morning. Yeah.
She's done one. That is scarily accurate. Like I'm seeing loads of people. Oh, look how cool this! I'm sitting there going, "That's terrifying." That it knows enough about you to portray that in an image to other people. That is fucking terrifying.
Agreed.
And that's because we're using it as an entertainment thing to learn about us, rather than using it as an. And that's when, that's in my personal opinion, going super conspiracy theory here. That's when things become very Skynet, because then it gains a personality. It's learning from people's personalities. It learns what a personality is. It becomes a personality. If it's just being taught tool. I know it's quite a nasty way to look at it, but look at the slaves. Look at forced labor across the world. When you're born into forced labor, and forced labor is all you know, you accept it. You accept yourself as a lower class of being.
Yep.
If you do that with AI, and it's been shown, AI items that have been taught only in very narrow areas become a very successful tool. AI areas like Grok that is on X starts putting up AI generated nude pictures of people.
Yeah, I read about that. Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yep. That's my 2 cents anyway.
Oh, cool.
Should you have a track?
Yeah,
I'm on one at the moment. Crazy's sitting there going, yep.
I'm having one of those shows, you guys, where it's, yep, that's right. You guys can't see me shake my head on the audio feed. Yep, you bet. One of those shows today. That's okay. You know, let's play a song then. This is okay then. This is People Warehouse by Dead City Monkeys, which is a great band name, by the way.
It is.
Last don't see be the first line. You make up and look so fine. Never ever start in a second line.
Huh?
Read the papers and learn to walk. People tell you how to talk. Don't you see your mind so blind? Don't you see your mind so blind? With the written side, Peter deadline. Also, plan of peace on fate of time. No one wants to leave on last line.
This reminds me of the Dead Boys. I'm sure you've never heard of the Dead Boys. That was back in punk days.
People tell you how to talk. But don't you see your mind so blind? Don't you see your mind so blind?
You know, so I wonder how the Grammys people are going to know when a song is AI or not.
Because it's going to be nominated between their little clique, so they'll already know. It'll be like, oh, Will Smith just made an AI track. Let's check that in.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like, all these award ceremonies are so cliquey that even if there is a public aspect, like, So I know they try and make it even in Eurovision. There's every country kind of has its internal one, and then it has the public vote.
Right.
And they try and make it the same, so their internal award group can get up to a total of 12 points, and the people can get up to 12 points, which sounds in process fair until you realise the group is 10 people and the people are 4 million. You know what I mean? So no matter what, there is always going to be a kind of geopolitical aspect to the Eurovision Song Contest vote. And in the Grammys, there's going to be a very cliquey aspect to their votes because they're not going to want anything absolutely obscure to get into that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're just not going to.
Well, the problem for me is if you're going to have the public vote on something, to me, the public has their heads up their ass as far as musical talent's concerned. I mean, remember The Voice? The very first year of The Voice came out, they had this one singer. She was incredible. Just nailed everything. And they didn't vote her through because they liked somebody else better. And I'm going, you people are all fucking mad.
But again, in the same breath, like these public votes are so corrupted.
Yeah, probably.
You know, like I look at X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, all those, and it's all being pre-constructed. Every single there was one in the UK called Fame Academy. You're listening to XRP Radio, home of the unsigned and independent. I was just saying there was a contest in the UK called Fame Academy, and they did, I think, 4 seasons. Every single time, my mom loved it. First episode, I could tell you who won. Guaranteed. Yeah. Just because of the way the camera goes. I've looked at a lot. So there's been. Do you know Squid Game?
Yeah, I do.
So on Netflix, there is a real life version with like more kind of Laser Quest style games, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
You know, not actually gonna die games, faked versions, but they still do the Daiki and the marble game and whatever. It's called. They do Squid Game Challenge, and there's another one called Devil's Plan, right?
Okay.
And it's all real people, whatever. And you can tell who's going to win by the amount of screen time they get, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's funny you say that. You know, on Sundays we watch a lot of game shows here, right? And I've said to my wife and my brother-in-law last Sunday, I'm pretty sure all this stuff is scripted because they have to get interesting contestants that are going to say interesting banter, you know, and contribute something to the show. It has to all be pre-written out, and they're just saying the lines because most people just sit there and either say nothing or say something stupid. You know, I think it's all predetermined. I think, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what's a big thing here, and they've started training a lot of actors in this. Is this pseudo soap opera? So it's meant to be real people doing real things in front of the camera. There's a few here that only weighs Essex and I can't think of any of the other ones as well. But they're like, did you know what? Did you have soap operas over there? Kind of like Friends, but less sitcom. Sure. You know?
Sure.
So soap operas, and there's things like EastEnders and Home and Away. That's an Australian one. Neighbours, another Australian one. So there's all these here. And they've done these ones now that are like meant to be these groups of people, typically posh people, and there's no script; it's real. And the first couple of seasons always went under this pretense of non-scripted. What you end up finding out is it's more bullet pointed.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's more free flow, almost. What's the word that I'm looking for? Comedy groups that make it up as they go along.
Oh, improv,
almost improvised. But you find out that actually, like, Craig broke up with Michelle because it was scripted. It was in the bullet points. You know what I mean? These people are all falling out. It's not predetermined. It has been predetermined. Sorry.
Well, it's like I've always said. I mean, is reality TV actually real? I highly doubt it.
I think when it comes to a lot of the more celebrity-based ones, I think the celebrity ones are actually more real than the other ones, personally.
Yeah, that could be.
the celebrities have got that. They will pull the people to view them because they are who they are.
Over there, do you guys have that Real Housewives show? Any of those?
Yeah, we've got Real Housewives of Essex is the big one here.
I've never watched a one of them, but I understand they're a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I haven't watched them either, apart from in like clips here and there.
Yeah.
So this is a fucked up thing in the UK. There's a show called Gogglebox, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's a reality show. It's the most fucked up thing. Do you know about what do they call them? Nielsen families in America, I think they are. So you get a special box and it monitors what you're watching, so they can they basically distribute the ratings and the royalties evenly from Nielsen families. Yeah? Right. So what Gogglebox is they've basically taken Nielsen families and put them on screen. So it is literally 8 or 9 families just sitting. They've got a camera on the TV and it's the view of them watching stuff that we've already watched. And there's usually an episode at the end of the week and it'll be a roundup of all the big events on TV, like something in a soap opera where it was the big split up between the murder that happened between and all the big events. Oh, this documentary, the latest David Attenborough documentary, all that kind of stuff. This happened in the news this week, and it's everyone's. It's literally watching people watch those events and seeing their reaction. And that's what the whole show is. That's it from start to finish.
And this is popular?
It's massively popular. It's one of the most popular. And when I say it's a show, it's a British TV show on actual network TV.
Okay.
And it's wild. My parents love it.
I'll have to look.
Wildly popular.
I'll have to look it up. I'll do it tonight.
Literally, it's just they'll show a clip, a like literally 5-second clip of what happened in the show. And then the next 3 minutes will be all these different families commenting on what happened.
Wow. That sounds strange.
It's strange as fuck. It is entertaining. I won't deny I've watched it with my parents and sat there and gone, I'm actually entertained with this. I would never choose to watch it myself. The biggest problem is I can't watch it if I haven't spent time like a week with my parents because I don't watch network TV, and all the shows that they watch that you're watching them watch are all these big shows on network TV. So again, like we have a big one over it, but it'll be like the finals of X Factor or that kind of stuff. Like it'll be all the big events in TV that have happened that week. X Factors, the Strictly Come Dancings, the big event in your soap opera, and sports, even big news events, like anything that's been on TV. Like the Nielsen boxes will go, oh, these are the top things that we've watched this week, apparently, and then that will be what they put into the show.
Okay.
And it's crazy.
There's been talk here about we have the big 3 networks here in the States, and there's been talks about them actually discontinuing because everything is so cable and internet shows and all that type of thing, so we shall see.
What is it? ABC, CBN, and
CBS, NBC. Yeah, NBC. Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of backtracking a little bit here on AI. I found this YouTuber guy, and he makes AI short movies of Star Wars stuff, but it's like what happened to Anakin when they transformed him into Darth Vader? He has the whole procedure, he's totally generating this whole thing with AI, right? Yeah. Obviously, but it's interesting as somebody would think to use it for that.
Well, I had me and Kat had a weird one today. So in the morning, we tend to what I tend to do, I watch morning news TV. Typically in all countries between kind of 7 and 9, it's that news report in the morning, and they repeat the first kind of 30-minute segment 100 times with a few different editions, but it's all live. So I'll put that on, and then we tend to watch kind of a true crime murder mystery kind of story on Netflix. And today's one was it's a big one in the UK, the Lucy Letby murders, and it was purported to be this nurse that was killing babies in a neonatal ward. Blah blah blah. Now there's a whole thing. I'm not going to do my opinions on what actually happened, but there were these. So there was two specific people involved in the documentary that wanted to retain their anonymity.
Right.
Anonymity. And they'd been digitally altered. It was AI.
Oh, of course.
And it was these two women. And it was really weird because you're going from like this detective and this witness and this person. And then you had this AI character. And you know what? It was very good. Like, it wasn't like your typical ones that you see on Facebook or stuff. Like, she'd go and look down. You know what I mean? It wasn't just front face talking. Like, it had those little nuances. When she got angry, her brows furrowed a bit. But there was these two. And they were obviously using the same engine because they were like fucking twins, and the one was a mother who'd lost her kid, and the other one was a friend of the murderer. And like, you could tell that these women were like, oh, do you have to retain your anonymity? Okay, here's a checklist. How do you want your character look? And you were like, green eyes, yes. You know, oh, that dark red hair that everyone loves, yeah. And it was all like the classic kind of attractive things of a woman. Yeah. But they'd also, because these were obviously not like your typical model woman, they'd added the chunk, shall we say, the chub, the extra layers,
the chunk, the extra padding.
I can't think of a better way to like you know, they weren't unattractive at all. They were AI generated images, but like, and it was really weird to snap back and forward between these two. And I tell you what, like, all fingers were there, like, from a distance. If you just walked into a room, you didn't, because it always said digitally changed in the top corner,
enhanced. Yeah.
If you walked in, you just sat down quickly, looked at it, walked away. You weren't paying full attention, or weren't, like, you had to pay full attention to notice that, you know, they even had the makeup foundation marks around the chin and stuff. Like, they'd got, it wasn't just like, we're going to make the perfect person. They'd gone into it to make it really believable. They kept changing the scene, so it would be the same woman, but she'd be outside and inside and whatever. And the only way that you could be 100% definite about it is right at the end with both of them. They took scenes of them kind of in real life, so they were walking. It was from behind, so you couldn't still see their face, but you could tell it was a different person, body shape, ways and stuff, and they're walking away. Well, but like, but just seeing it used so blatantly in and this was a late still, but it's a 2025 documentary, so 6 months ago at least, if not longer, to see something when I know at that time people were like, oh, you can tell AI straight away because of the fingers and the nose and stuff, right? Like, it's shocking how, like, and because, you know, they're not going to have in the top corner in the latest, you know, Marvel film digitally altered. You know what I mean?
Well, no, of course not.
So they could have been using this for a long time already, successfully in films, and we would never have a fucking clue.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
I know.
It's wild to think. I think it's gone beyond the point where we need to sit down and be like, oh, we can tell what AI is, so we'll just be like that. It's like, no, it's not like that. And you've got to realize the majority of people aren't that observant, not to be a prick about it, but mainstream entertainment consumers don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit if that explosion is made by AI or CGI. They don't care.
Nope, they don't at all. It's funny. It's like, this is almost a little bit of a tangent, not really, maybe, but, you know, my wife and I were talking about, you know, back in the 60s and the 70s, there was no such thing as fake news. We had news outlets, and you were convinced they were telling you the truth, and that was just the way it was, and you accepted it. And that was, I mean, the whole idea of altered news, you know, or you know, artificial news, that was never even a concept back then. Now you don't know. You read an article, you have no clue. Well, is this genuine, or is this something I can believe, or it's just strange. You know?
I think this rolls into the next tune, but I will say one thing in advance of that. Way back then, you had either a video that was a video, it wasn't a sound that was a sound, it was a conversation that said those words.
Right.
And what everyone had to do there from a media point or political point of view was spin their own story on those things.
Right.
We're in a dangerous situation now where that thing could be generated for that reason.
Correct.
and could be true or not. It's like one of the things. So there's this Epstein thing. Lord Mandelson in the UK has been tied into this. Has been removed as a lord, removed from the Labour Party, which is our party of government. Blah blah blah. But he did say one thing, and he says, "I don't remember." He got payments from Epstein. He got $75,000 in payments from Epstein, and he said, "I have resigned from the Labour Party to reduce embarrassment, but I don't remember these payments, and if they are true, fair enough, but I don't remember them, and I don't know if they are legitimate documents." And nobody does at this moment. There still isn't a precedent for removing or clarifying AI-generated image.
Right, exactly.
So nobody knows that's true. There aren't even the forensic analysis existent to be able to sit down and go, this is true or this isn't true. All we've got is a load of files that have been released by a government body.
Correct. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, we have no idea whether that's true or not. It's going to come to the point where we're going to have to be relying scarily more and more on people's personality and integrity than the evidence we're presenting, and that's a crazy world to live in.
That's terrifying. Wow. Yep. All right. Well, next tune, eh?
Well, I guess on that note, what we have to do with AI is...
Oh, we have to put caution to the wind? Was that your... I
thought that was quite clever myself.
That was a wonderful segue. This is Caution to the Wind by Mike Meinke. Very nice, Tizz.
I thought so. It's almost like it's scripted.
Oh, we're not that fancy.
I'm waiting to the point where someone out there, like we get a comment on our own videos going, "You're AI." I know it's going to happen in the future. If we keep doing this, someone is going to accuse us of being AI people.
You know what? If they could give me some more color in my hair and take about another 50 pounds off, I'm good with that.
No, they'll make you lose your hair and look older to be more realistic.
Fuck that. You know, I'm really happy that I came out and I said publicly, I said, as far as AI is concerned, and me, you're never really going to see a Craig Allen Heck song that's AI. Now, the other bands in Icebox Studios, I can't vouch for them.
Nope. You've created your own loophole there, and I'm not sure where I'm accepting of it.
Isn't it nice? I have a loophole. A lot of guys don't have that. I have other bands that, yeah, might be using AI. I'm not.
I think, you know what? If that becomes a precedent for a lot of people, I wouldn't be upset if people were like, this is us, and this is us fucking about with AI.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yep.
The problem is there's never going to be that segregation unless it's on an alternative underground level.
I'm kind of the exception to the rule anyway, you know. But yeah, that's my take on it. You know, like the next Gern Blanston track, I may have some AI in there, but not Craig Allen Heck. That's all real stuff.
I still don't know what to do about it all, because like I'm app creating now, as you know, and I'm at a brick wall where it's like I'm sitting here going, look, I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Yeah. I could get this far forward with AI, or I could get this far forward on myself.
Well, you know, Tizz, it's like we spoke last time. You know, I think if you want to use it as a tool, I think it's fine. It's going to help you develop that app. Yeah, you know, that's different than.
Should I be hiring a developer to do that job for me instead?
Well, no, that's a little rough. You know. Yeah. I mean, just imagine we're at the start of all this. You know, what's it going to be like in 20 years?
I don't even think it's good. This has developed so rapid. I remember 6 months ago, people going, AI is never going to take hold. They can't even get fingers right. And now it's doing full-blown people in documentaries. Like it has moved that quick. Like, think about it with digital image manipulation. Think about the first Final Fantasy. They couldn't even do fingers. They just had to block it off as a brick. And that was, 1992, 93?
Yeah, like PlayStation
So
1. Yep.
from digital imagery manipulation. Oh, sorry. You're listening to XRP Radio. Me and Craig are discussing the differences between how quick things progress now. So I was thinking about digital image manipulation for like games and stuff. And if you go back to like the polygons of Crash Bandicoot, the original one, where he was all made up of triangles, or the original Final Fantasy, where everyone's hand ended in a square. That's what it was. Barrett's gun was just a slightly bigger square. You know, like that's how it worked. And that was in like 90, 91, 92, 93, around that kind of thing. So it took digital manipulation to get good fingers in the likes of, say, the Final Fantasy Advent Children movie, so 2010, 15. So that took 20 odd years to get good looking thing, and even at that point, that was still a little bit janky, right?
Just a bit.
AI comes out. It took them 6 months to get fingers done.
Yep.
Instead of scary. So it's gonna happen quick. And this is why I know the alternate, like, we need to just sit. There's no point in competing against it, getting moody about it. We're not quick enough. Humans, and especially the lazy ass, stoner filled, drink riddled, cocaine integrated musicians industry haven't got the fucking wherewithal to beat the speed that AI is coming out. So we have to integrate and segregate. We can't compete. There's no point in turning around and going, I'm not going to use AI. I would bet that anyone out there that's turning around and saying, I'm not using AI whatsoever, right? If you're using Facebook, you're already using it.
That's a great point.
You know what I mean? Everyone is already using AI.
Yeah, what is that one old line? I for one welcome our new I for one welcome our new robot overlords. Yeah, that's the line. Yeah.
Did you search something on Google? Oh, you used AI then.
Yeah, true.
Because all Google's AI search results are now are AI generated. Bing, Ask Jeeves, Yahoo. It's all AI generated results now.
Yeah.
You cannot escape it. You absolutely search something on Facebook, search something on Instagram. All of the posts that you're getting delivered to view, all of that's now AI delivered to you. You can't escape it. You are using AI. If you use a computer or a phone now, you are using AI. End of story.
Yeah, it's just Facebook for one is hilarious. I love it. If I look like at a Craig and Tizz show post, little AI things on the bottom. How did Craig and Tizz meet? What is Craig's shoe size? What's Tizz's real hair color? It's like, what the fuck is, but that's what it's doing now.
This is the scary thing, and it's going to learn that about us. Yeah. This is why I find those caricature things so terrifying, because they've turned around and go, make a caricature of me, and they've made it horrifically accurate. Out of what? This is ChatGPT. Unless these people are sitting there going, I have brown hair and I have. ChatGPT has searched the internet and find out enough information to you to create an accurate caricature. How many months before that's an accurate photographic representation of you?
Are you going to try it?
I
might try it.
I'm in two minds because one part of me is like, I don't want ChatGPT to know that much about me, and the other part of me is like, well, I guess it already does.
That's my comment. I wouldn't feed it any kind of information.
Well, this is the thing, because a lot of these people are just going, make me a caricature, and it apparently searches the internet for you and generates this out of information that's already on the internet. So this is my fear. If I type that in, like, does ChatGPT, or has it searched the whole internet and it already knows this stuff about me, then I may as well give it a go. Or is me typing it in going to get ChatGPT to then look at the information about me to create this image? Then I don't want to do it. That's the two. You know what I mean? I don't want to purposely input my data into this so it adds to the algorithm. But if it's already there, then, well, fuck it. It don't really fucking matter, does it? Like, it's already over.
I already am a caricature anyway. What's the point?
It just doesn't make sense. Well, I guess we are in our intro tune. We have 9 minutes of music and 10 minutes of show left. So,
well, that's 1 minute to say goodbye.
Oh no, we don't, because we already played Mike Mikey. We've got 6 minutes of music and 4 minutes of show to go.
Okay, well,
is it going to be all right? Is it going to be all right?
I swallowed my Pepsi wrong.
Oh, I meant to say this about you actually, because you said it's going to be all right, and you put the artist as BS.
Yeah, it is BS.
The only track that I can find called "It's Going to Be All Right" is by Gene Campbell and the Secret Admirer Society.
I swear this had one large B and one large S.
Let me just double check.
As I
meant to say this earlier, and I shouldn't have done this right now.
No, that's what I saw.
DJ Tools.
It's going to be all right.
B S.
Yeah, capital B, capital S.
Oh no, I think I found it now.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
See?
I don't know why I didn't find it. Like, I typed in "It's going to be all right," and it just wouldn't. Okay, sweet. Well, you can have that one now.
Well, okay. Well, does that still give us enough time for everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, it gives us more time.
Oh, it gives us more time. In that case, it's a surprise show and tell. Look, it's Masters of the Universe, the original 1980 film with Dolph Lundgren playing He-Man.
Did you not show us this before?
And the reason I showed it to you, but not us.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
And the reason I show this to you is because the thing I talked about, I saw the preview of the brand new reboot of this, and it looks really cool. So, okay, that was it.
I don't have a surprise show and tell.
That's okay.
I might do. I don't know if I've shown you this before.
What you got? What is that thing? Oh, I know what it is. That's Spirited Away.
Yes, No Face from Spirited Away. But so you put your coins here.
Oh, it's a bank. Oh, that's cool.
And then wait for it.
And it burps too. I love that. That's really cool.
That was 80. This whole thing was 89p from Temu.
Oh my god.
So there you
Temu.
go. That sits on my desk.
Every time you talk about Temu, I just like I also thought it was one of the funniest things you ever said. Isn't Icebox Studios this the Temu version of Abbey Road? You know, I should write that down somewhere. If I would have bought it off at Temu. Yeah, that's it.
Right, we do need to start playing these tracks. It's going to be all right, BS.
Whoop. All right, man. Hit it.
Good riff.
That's what caught me right away. Good basic. I think I spoke to you about this the other day. The song has to grab me in the first 30 seconds, and that riff was like, okay, easy.
I think you said that even earlier today.
I did.
Oh shit! The thing just now, the Facebook thing stopped doing what it
just unlocked. Well, that's nice to know for next week. You're not like in Facebook jail or something stupid. It's going to be all right.
I just saw KP was in the chat box just on one of our things. He's messaged a Facebook link. I think that there might be some new Kilburn coming out soon.
That would be amazing, man. You know, that's one thing I've never done with the hot takes. Is just pick a bunch of bands I like and play their stuff. Here's some Kilburn, some Hectorburn, here's some, you know, I don't do that. Maybe someday I will. I like finding bands I haven't heard yet.
We believe in the good, we believe in love. But all we hear from you are pathetic lies.
You know, there's a band you should look up on YouTube. It's hilarious. Talk about AI video. It's some of the creepiest shit you ever want to see. It's one of those gent bands. You should write this down. They're called, I'm not sure how to say this. It's Tizz. Start. like a black metal band?
Yeah.
Are you aware of them?
I don't know of them, but I've seen that.
Okay, yeah, look them up on YouTube and watch their videos. It's terrifying. It's totally it's just some of the strangest shit you want to see.
We're gonna have more and more AI generated music videos. I think I'm just gonna have to turn a blind eye to it. Like I can't. That's something that I can't add into.
Right. I agree. Hey, did you ever look more into those those external game drives we talked about last show? I got that 13 terabyte big one.
I had to look at one. Like I didn't. I need to figure out what graphics cards in the kid's PC because I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, it's funny, man, because like
one that...
it's like I told Connie, I really don't have a need to buy any games anymore, which is kind of cool actually, because I got everything. It's really fun. Ooh, good ending.
It's right at the end of the show. We've been more talkative than we usually are, but it's been a pleasure to entertain you all for the evening, Ladles and Jelly Spoons.
It was a very interesting show. We covered some pretty... that's 2 weeks in a row we covered some kind of deep topics, haven't we?
I know,
that's
but
okay.
Good deep rather than depressing deep, so that's good.
Yeah. We were going to talk about our favorite noodles, though, maybe next week.
I was going to talk about my favorite mass murderer.
Oh, you have one?
No, not yet. I'm deciding.
Well, you have a week to think about it.
Well, right here in the Craig and Tish show next week, mass murderers in music.
Yes, most mass murderers in music, or people who should be murdered in music. That's a whole other show.
Well,
Oy.
We've got one last track, and then we're going to say goodbye. It's been great to entertain you. I can't need less words. Craig Gizmo.
The usual. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for those who were participating in the chat box this week, and we will do the same thing next Wednesday.
We will. I'll be back on Saturday with Kat for the Submission Sunday. I say Saturday, it's actually on Sunday now because it's Submission Sunday. Yeah, 8 till 11 p.m. GMT UK time. That is
8 to 11 is, I don't know.
4 till no, till 2 till 6. 2 till 6 p.m. CT US time. Right. We'll get there in the end.
Yep.
We will be back next week, and we're going to talk about stuff. I think that's it, isn't it?
Right on. That's it.
What's the last track, Craig?
Here's the last two, and this is "Come What May" by the Postmen.
See you later, everybody.
Bye-bye. Hand clap. Don't do hand claps anymore. Whoops. You gotta bring back hand claps.
It's because I can't AI the fingers.
That could be it.
Imagine if you had like 5 extra fingers and you did it like AI.
And they're flapping.
It's no good.
Yeah. What's that movie where they have hot dogs for fingers? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Watch that sometime.
I still haven't watched it. I watched the first bit of it. I think I watched it. I watched it before because it's a foreign film, isn't it? It's not an English originally.
I don't know. It has English. It has English audio.
Yeah, I think I went to watch it and it didn't have the English audio or something. Yeah, there was a reason why I didn't watch it.
One of the alternate universes, people have hot dogs for fingers. They're flapping. It's really disgusting.
Yeah, I know I'd gone to watch it, and for some reason I didn't stick it to the end. And I thought it was going to be good.
You know what's so sad? They're doing the 25-year anniversary showings of Lord of the Rings here locally in my home, and like my big cinemas here. And I looked last night, no one's going to see it. There was not one ticket sold in the theater it's in. I would have definitely wanted to see that.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, it was originally in Mandarin and Cantonese.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because I own the Blu-ray, and obviously it's English in there, but whatever. Yeah, that's a great movie. I'm trying to catch up on all my films. Last night I watched the new Toxic Avenger. I watched that last night with Peter Dinklage. Now I've got the new reboot of The Running Man I gotta watch yet.
Oh, it's good.
Is it good?
Oh, he's so good.
Oh, cool. I'll watch it tonight.
Oh, I mean, like, I've been really enjoying the groups and stuff. So obviously June came out. That was so good. Really
Right,
good.
yeah.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah, Running Man. What was your Blade? What was the other one though?
Blade Runner, maybe?
That was another one. Yeah, maybe it was Blade Runner. Yeah, Blade Runner 2049 or whatever.
2049, right? Yep.
But I've been really enjoying all those reboots. Yeah. Really enjoying it.
Well, cool. I'll watch it tonight. I mean, I love the original back in 80, whatever that was, 84,
Still good.
86. Yeah.
Still good. That's the end of the show. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Tizz lives in Scotland and runs XRP, a broadcasting legend, I'm sure you'll agree. Craig lives in a studio in the USA, working on music most every day. They come together at this time each week, a wondrous pairing of these two great geeks. So stop in the chat box and say hello, and listen in wonder to the great